Mastering relative clauses. Tips and tricks. Hello, English learners. Welcome back to another enlightening lesson. Today, we're diving into a crucial aspect of the English language, relative clauses. We'll share some useful tips for using relative clauses effectively. Let's unravel the mystery of relative clauses together. To use relative clauses effectively, we must first understand what they are. A relative clause is a kind of subordinate clause that modifies a noun or a noun phrase in the sentence. It starts with a relative pronoun like who, which, that, or whom, or a relative adverb like where, when, or why. For example, in the sentence, "The book that you recommended was fantastic," that you recommended is the relative clause modifying the book. Let's look at a few common mistakes learners often make. 1. Confusion between who and which. Remember, who is used for people, while which is used for things. For example, the woman who works here is my aunt, not the woman which works here. 2. Wrong placement of the relative clause. Always place the relative clause immediately after the noun it modifies. Incorrect. I spoke to the woman in the blue dress who works here. Correct. I spoke to the woman who works here in the blue dress. 3. Incorrect omission of relative pronouns. When the relative pronoun is the subject of the clause, it cannot be omitted. Incorrect. The book you recommended was fantastic. Correct. The book that you recommended was fantastic. Now, let's focus on some practical tips to use relative clauses effectively. 1. Understanding restrictive and non-restrictive clauses. Restrictive clauses provide essential information about the noun. Non-restrictive clauses provide additional, non-essential information. Non-restrictive clauses should be set off by commas. 2. Avoid long, complicated sentences. If your sentence with a relative clause becomes too long or complex, consider splitting it into 2 sentences. 3. Practice makes perfect. Make a habit of using relative clauses in your daily conversations and writings. You'll become more comfortable with them over time. And there you have it. Hopefully, this video has made the concept of relative clauses clearer for you. Remember, learning is a journey. So keep practicing and you'll master relative clauses in no time. Thank you for joining us today, and as always, happy learning.